After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music,
and probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Hey, everybody, it's Lori and Julia, and we are what, Lori? Are we still loud?
We are still loud, Julia. Happy to be here. Happy that you're listening.
I know it. Now, you are in Hawaii. I'm still in Bozeman, Montana. And we're thanking everybody for joining us today. I'm dying to know because you sent me photos of an exploding volcano. Were you right there?
Okay, so listen to this. All
Talk right into your mic.
All right, so here's the deal. So on Friday, the USGS Hawaii Volcano Report said there would be an eruption in the next 3 days.
Okay.
And sure enough, it erupted on the second day, on Sunday, the 15th. And it started at like 2 p.m, double fountains, over 1,000 feet, went for 10 and a half hours. Now, last year when Casey and I missed the volcano eruption by 2 hours, it had only erupted for 2 hours. So that night when we went on our lava sort of, there's trails that you can go on to see all of the hot lava as it's moving.
Okay.
And you can see it at night. So we saw that and that was really cool. So we are driving up yesterday and we're kind of excited because it's President's Day or whatever day we went up. Yeah, so Monday is when we went up. And national parks are free on President's Day.
Yes.
And Volcanoes National Park is $30 a car. We were expecting it to be just crazy busy up at the Kilauea military camp where we stayed overnight and where right now the Volcano Visitor Center is temporarily being held. And you're right on top of the volcano, Julia. It's wild to think about that you're sitting on top of the volcano that's erupting.
That is wild.
I mean, your brother kept saying, is this safe? Is this safe?
I would think the same thing.
So, we have this fun drive up there. We stop in Hilo, the best burger place in Hilo, and you drive through rainforests and aged forests, and it's just, every climate on Earth is on this island. So we get up to the top, and it's cloudy and raining. And so we thought we can't get in our room yet. We did this great drive called the Chain of Craters Road. And it's just this 21-mile road from the top of the volcano down to the ocean side. And you're going through fields of lava that look like, and these fields are probably from the 70s, but it looks like cake batter or when you take out a pan of brownies and they kind of dent in because of the air.
Yes.
This is what the ground looks like. And it's just this all these incredible sea arches where the lava flowed in. So it's a nice sightseeing thing. And it was super windy. And, I got my windy eye condition. And I've already gone to see the sea arch. So I tell the boys, I'm going to sit in the car.
I brought my Kindle.
I brought my Kindle. And I'm just going to look at all the people inappropriately dressed and
you're so bad.
But I mean, you have to have a sturdy sandal or a closed-toe shoe when you're up at the volcano. It's just simply too treacherous, the terrain with broken lava rock and all this stuff. So I'm waiting. I'm reading. I see people coming and going that have already beat Casey and John. I'm like, did they fall off the cliff? Am I going to have to send an ambulance? What is going on?
I love the drama.
Julia, they are gone for over an hour because Casey just wanted to keep walking down the endless road to nowhere.
Just to get exercise or not thinking about you or just wanting to see it closer or what?
He just kept thinking there'd be an end to the road. And even though I've explained this to him last year, the road just goes on and eventually it ends after like 10 miles. But they don't let cars go past where I was waiting.
Okay.
Anyway, I was really mad at those boys. But we get up to the military camp, get checked into our little 2-bedroom cottage, go to the lava lounge. for our $5 cocktails, the cheapest place on the island, you know. And we meet these people from Minnesota.
Stop.
Who were staying at the volcano. You know, they were there for the eruption.
Oh,
I said,
wow. I thought you were there for the eruption.
Oh, it had ended.
Okay.
It had ended by the time. But we thought we'd see lava. But it's very foggy and very rainy. And the lady says, she's from Minnetonka, she says, oh, yeah, it was so cloudy and rainy up here. The only way you could see the eruption was if you happened to be at this one place, which quickly filled up with the 100 cars that it took.
Yep.
You couldn't see it because the fog and the rain was so much. So there were all these people for this once in a not once in a lifetime. It's been blowing probably every couple months since December of 2024. She said, we didn't see a damn thing.
That sounds like something that would happen to me.
I know. And the steam vents all around Volcanoes National Park were really burping because of all this activity underground. So we decided we have dinner at this volcano house. It's right on the rim of the volcano, and all we can see is a lot of steam. But then we start noticing that the steam is being overtaken by this dense fog blanket. And pretty soon, we can't even see a foot outside of the window.
Wow.
Of what we're looking at. And we have this great meal and get back to our cabin, and it's raining like crazy. And I said, I've seen the lava glow at night. I'm not going out. I'm going to
leave me with my Kindle.
Yeah. So the boys tromp off, and the military camp, of course, it's military camp, so there's huge umbrellas. They go to walk this trail, and a family of 4 comes out of the entrance. The 2 kids are bawling their eyes out, Casey said. They were completely muddy.
Oh.
And the parents said,
don't.
You could slip and fall out there. It's just a mud field of a trail. So those guys, and you can't see anything. You can't see any lava flow.
Yeah.
Because the fog is like pea soup. You can put your hand in it. So they just turned around and came back. We tried to figure out how to turn on our TV to watch the Olympics. The guys couldn't figure it out.
I'm going to tell you, that is a sport in itself. Trying to figure it out.
So, Julia, I did some dancing, and I did these boots were made for walking in Italian. I did an interpretive dancing.
At the cabin you were at?
At the camp. At the cabin. Your brother John filmed me and said he's never seen anything like it. And Casey was just clutching his head like, what has happened?
Well, I did
have 3 cocktails.
I'm sure, but it sounds like fun. It totally sounds like fun.
It was fun. It was fun, but we were just laughing that we,
went out of your way to see something and couldn't see one bloody thing.
Not one thing. So I just showed the guys on the USGS the cams they have there, and we just watched it that way.
That's fine. Yeah. Sometimes you have a better view.
Yeah, we had the best view. I'm telling you, it was something else.
Oh,
wow. What exciting athletic endeavors have you been up to? You've got to be skiing.
I did. I skied 2 days in a row at Bridger, the local place, with my sisters, and I have to admit that I woes a mama on my thighs. Oh. The pack crap hurt more than just doing the big bumps. I mean, it was easier.
The Sunny Pack powder?
Oh, it was too hard on my when your legs get tired, because that's a muscle. I realize I don't like to ride a bike, and it's a completely different muscle than walking and running, that front thigh. And you hold it in that position when you're skiing, and I was just like, whoa. But I can still ski, so I was very happy. Went and did all the, gnarly stuff that they take me on.
And you skied with your sisters, and they're like great skiers.
They're great skiers. But
I think you're a great skier.
I am.
Because you've learned since you were a kid.
I can ski. I just don't have the legs. I have soupy legs. And so, finally, the second day, I'm like, you guys just go get in your 10 runs that you need to do. That's going to take you 5 minutes. I'm going to go sit in the chalet, and I'm just fine.
Bring my Kindle.
No, I didn't bring anything. I'm just fine. And because there's just, I got kind of sad because I'm sitting in the, this is where we'd always come with the kids. And I've even taken my boys out here since, I've been divorced and stuff. It's sad not having my kids here because there's such good entertainment on a ski hill. They're so funny. And then watching families eating the French fries that we would just die for because they put an extra crunch on them and they put, the chili on them. And I'm just watching all these families eating them. And I'm just like, oh, I miss my little kids when we, it's just a fun family sport. So, but it was super fun. My legs, I didn't even know if I could get down the rest of the mountain. I'm like,
really?
I was so sore. I think today's the first day when I walk, I'm not dying. But then the third day here, you made me make that silly Bobcat video.
Oh, your luge. I loved your luge.
My mom is like, what are you doing? And I said, I don't know. Lori made me do something that's so dumb. But then on the third day I was here, we went cross-country skiing up in, where my sisters live. In Bozeman, one of them just lives at literally right across the highway or the foothills of the Highlight Canyon, which is this mountain range. And 5 miles up, you're in complete beauty, feeling like you're in the middle of the Sound of Music, Hills Are Alive in Switzerland. And we went cross-country skiing, and my sister said, come on, you can do it. And I was very worried because of my Achilles. I haven't done that motion. And I thought my thighs are going to kill me, my Achilles, blah, blah. I have every reason not to go. My sister's like, just get off your ass and come on. So we go up there, and it's just a quick loop, Jules. It's just a quick loop.
Oh, don't ever believe your sister.
Don't ever believe a Barghini girl when they say that. It's just quick. So 2.5 miles in, we get to the top, and I was guaranteed it was 4 at the most. It was 5 miles, but no pain. Didn't feel it in my thighs at all. Completely different movement. Just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And I have like the oldest equipment in America. My skis, I got at Joe's probably in 2010. And my cross-country skis I've probably had since before that. And everything worked just fine. And so it was just super, super beautiful. It's so beautiful here, Lori. It's just a nice escape from the grays in Minnesota. It's just been nice. And then Friday night we watched Ilia. Did you watch that? I was devastated for that young skater. I was devastated because so much hype. And I know he was confident. My heart broke for him at what a massive, failure. He choked so bad. Mm-hmm. That was hard to watch.
He is going to be skating in some, just like they're doing something on Saturday where it's just like they're inviting, people to just come out and skate. Just kind of a free skate, just a thing for the
redemption skate, kind of. Okay. Yeah, because the audience.
And I think it's before the women's long
program.
Free skate, on Saturday. And so anyway, so he's doing that. And, I do know the one thing, when he was 17, he qualified for the Olympics men's skating. And whether he was anyway, he agreed to not be on the team. And this 24-year-old guy, who it was his last chance to be on an Olympic team, because I don't know if they take 5 people or 6 people. I'm not sure what the team. Right. Yeah, it's small. And so he let this guy took his place, even though Ilia had higher scores. And he did say in a hot mic moment, if I had been in Beijing, this wouldn't have been I wouldn't have had these Olympic nerves that I had. But I didn't really think that was that scandalous. He's a very honest person in all of his interviews, and he's very poised.
Lori, immediately after, they've got the microphone in his face. I mean, he had the gold medal pretty much won if he just did a clean program. He didn't have to even do the thing that he was going to do. So
he didn't need to do 7 quads, but he only did 2, and then he had the 2 wobbles. It got in his head. I mean, I'm not an Olympian or any kind of an athlete that I could understand. Yeah. But I can see where you could choke under the pressure. That's a very real thing.
My heart. And then they have a microphone in his face. Like, well, what happened? How do you feel? And he's like, I choked. I messed up. And then I saw him hugging the other guy, because the other guy from Kakistan, who is they've never won an Olympic medal in the winter.
Right.
It was just such a moment. And the kid did have one of the most beautiful skates. It was just kind of a sweet moment. But anyway, I thought he recovered well for a young man who had all the pressure in the world on him. And I think of all of the hype for these 5 American athletes, Lindsey Vonn, Ilia, our dancing partner skaters, another
Jessie
skier,
Diggins,
Jessie
the hockey
Diggins.
teams.
Yeah, just the pressure.
Yeah, well, and then when you call yourself the quad god, then that's
not a
pressure
good,
you're even putting on yourself.
Not a good name for your Instagram. I would put quad god sometime. Quad god on a good day, but that is really a cocky thing to say. But I think you got to be cocky as an athlete, and I'm telling you,
absolutely,
Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski's color commentary, they are so good. They are so good. They make it so much more enjoyable. So we still do have the women's long skate left, and the pairs, I think.
And the pairs is today,
but it's a challenge to find that here too.
It is. And, Tara and Johnny, they've been doing this since 2013, and they're both so good. And, she won the gold when she was like 19. And I really enjoy it. But when Ilia was done skating, stunned silence.
Nothing.
They said nothing. They were just absolutely stunned. So,
and I think
my mom told me she cried.
It was really, Lori, and then they cut to Mike Trico sitting down with Johnny Weir or something, talking about it, and he just said
Scott Hamilton.
But they just said, this is real. This is the nerves.
Yeah.
This is something you practice your entire life for. And Tara says, I would go out there, I would know, I don't have it today. I don't know how I'm going to get it. All I can do is do my best. It was crushing. But anyway, that's it. I think we should take a minute.
There's 2 other scandals, though, that we have to come back to. Let's thank our sponsors.
Okay.
And then there's 2 Olympic scandals. One I saw coming. Okay. No pun intended. Mm-hmm. And one I didn't see coming.
I'm curious about
who are we thanking?
Okay, well, let's thank HRIMN, Hair Restoration Institute of Minnesota, who've been in business for over 30 years, helping people restore their hair, manage what they have left. It's a little bit of our Barghini trait, to be follically challenged, men and women. And out here in Bozeman, it's the same thing. So I've been getting a lot of questions from some people out here about what to do. And the beauty is with Hair Restoration Institute of Minnesota, they give free consultations, and they can do it virtually or in person. So some people I know out here, I'm not going to out people, are going to call and have, it's kind of obvious who have a virtual, because they just want to know, and they'll do a scalp analysis. They'll look at you, they can do this all through cameras and stuff. And just for the peace of mind, and then to get on the right track, to get your hair coming back. Mine is coming in so much now, I have to use like a gel hairspray because my hair just sticks straight up, which is a good problem to have. I'm not going to lie. And they will just take care of you. They have so many options. But go to hrimn.com, click on the free consultation in the upper right-hand corner button, and set yours up virtually or in person today. You will be so relieved. And now, Lorene, talk to me about closets, about Twin City Closet Company, who we love.
Let's have some beautiful storage solutions. Are your closets and your lack of space vexing you? Is it making you frustrated, as Julia says with her combined word of flustered and frustrated, to no end? Because I know people have crazy busy lives, but there is something deeply satisfying about having a place to put stuff. And I know, like for Casey's daughter, she's got little ones, and her thing for a house, each place they live in, is to redo the mudroom.
Oh gosh, yes, great.
The boots, the shoes, the coats, the mitten, having all these things. And she just had like hooks, and it was making her crazy. And it wasn't that expensive to do, but they can just do even a small fix like that as you're waiting for your other closet dreams to come true.
There you go. And they give complimentary consultations, no pressure. And even if you're just dreaming, call them. They'll help you figure out what you can do, what you can't do. I mean, no budget is too small. They start, no budget. They'll work with you if you have $500. And it's such a wonderful gift to yourself, attainable luxury. And we love, visit tcclosets.com to schedule your complimentary consultation. All right, get me to scandal number 1, will you?
Okay. And I knew this, and I don't think I brought it up to you, but
Okay.
I remember reading a couple of days before the Olympics started that the Milan Olympic Committee had just decided that they would just have 10,000 condoms to be distributed.
Okay, so if anyone's listened to us for a long time, Lori does the condom report on the Winter and Summer Olympics since 2003.
That's right.
This is your job.
Business.
This is your job to tell us who's getting laid and who isn't.
Sometimes Trojan does it, sometimes Durex, sometimes they have like some other condom company we've never heard of. But when I read that the organizers for Milan only had 10,000 condoms, I thought this is the horniest. You've got all these the fit athletes. I mean, there is action happening in the summer of Paris, the 2024, the Olympics. 300,000 condoms.
Well, that seems obsessive.
But they were used or kept as souvenirs, but they went through them all. In Italy, they ran out of those 10,000 in 3 days. Panic at the disco. Okay.
And what happened? Who came in and saved the day, Lori?
No one came in and
Did Trojan
saved the day.
hire a helicopter and just drop them from the sky? Care packages?
That would be a very good idea. That would be a very good idea. But the Olympians are on their own, and I'm going to keep an eye out if there's any kind of an STD report that happens. Was there an explosion of something? I mean, but yeah, I expect more of the Italians.
Well, really, they should know. You should expect more from the Italians. This is their wheelhouse. Yeah.
Right. Then the other scandal is the scandal in curling. Now, no one had that on their bingo card for 2026.
Okay, tell me.
Cheating scandal. Okay, so in curling, you play quote unquote 10 ends. That's what they call back and forth. So
sure.
One down, two. Okay, so there's 10 ends. So the game it does take some time. And the Canada curling team, I think they were playing Norway or Sweden, and one of the Norwegians accused the skip of when he curled to go throw the rock, you let go of the handle, okay? You were never to touch the stone
Right.
Once you release the handle, you're done. So they accused him of dropping his finger down and then giving the rock a little tiny push.
Did
with
he?
His finger, which, they don't have
video,
that kind of camera situation to get that.
I feel like they should. We see that whole hand release it.
Exactly. And there were lots of funny memes. The Canadian told the Swedish guy to bleep off. He did not cheat. Then they got accused by another team they played of doing the double finger touch, and the memes have been hysterical. And then one of the Canadian women was accused of double touching, given the finger, because you can't do that because it's hands off as soon as you release the handle, because you could with the tip of your finger, you could get it going just a inch to the other way. It's cheating.
A micromillion.
It's like stepping over the line, being in the sink at pickleball. I mean, it is
being in the sink. Okay.
It's
some people call it the kitchen.
Whatever.
I think I'm going to start calling it the sink.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. It's the kitchen, not the sink. Oh, these terms.
I like that. But Lori, I mean, wouldn't they have picked this up before?
They're saying they're going to have a line judge at the thing of release, but we've seen, the drones for the alpine skiing.
I don't know how they can
jumps.
Stand having that drone so close to them in the sky.
And then the other phenomenal shout out that you never see, but you can see it on Instagram, is the camera guy, all in white, skating and taking the camera shots of them up close as each competitor is skating. It's a beautiful man in a white suit. And he's got white skates.
How is
and
that
he
not
skates
invasive?
backwards and forward.
Well, that's how
the camera gets. Oh, it's like, what a job. What a job. To be unobtrusive, but zooming
what
in
a job,
while
what a
you're on
job.
your skates.
You sounded like Snagglepuss.
While you're on your skates.
Yeah. So one of my sisters gets kind of mad at me because I don't let anyone ski behind me. Because if I can hear them in my ear, I'm panicked they're going to ski over me. And this is steep stuff we ski on. And the bumps are pretty big. And so I'm like, you have to go first. And she's like, no, just go. And I'm like, no, you have to go first. She's like, no, just go. And so we get into this little fight. And I said, I don't want anyone to ski behind me. I'm not that. What if I fall? I don't want you falling on top of me. So I can't imagine having a drone when you're flipping in the air on skis or an ice skater right next to you. That would take some getting used to big time because I don't like it. As an Olympian myself.
Yeah, you're going to be out. You're already out. If you can't deal with that, you're out. But go on Instagram and watch the guy. And maybe there's a few different people, but they're dressed all in white. They've got a pretty big camera on because they're going for close-ups and outs, and they're at the opposite end of the rink where the skaters are. But that person is skating forward, backward, sideways, all the while maneuvering the camera. I mean, I give that guy a gold medal.
Wow. All right, I'm going to have to look for it, but the drones freaked me out. But okay.
Well, here's a good news story about the Olympics, and
what are we going to talk about when this is over?
Oh, I don't know. We'll think of something.
Okay.
So there's a billionaire by the name of Ross Stevens, who, starting with this Winter Olympics, as well as the upcoming Paralympics competition, every single U.S. athlete that is on the Olympic team, he is giving them $200,000, paying the taxes on it, so that financial instability, which is what is going on for every single athlete, except for, the top ones that have a name, wants them to be able to be free to pursue their Olympic goal and to have some financial security whether or not they win.
That's really cool.
That's amazing.
That's amazing, Lori.
That's what billionaires should be doing. Let's have more of this.
No, I love that. Thank you. That's a really good story. That's a good story. Okay, so out of back to the Olympics, Lindsey Vonn, she's back in the States again with her massive broken leg, but she's fine. She's going to be fine. She
always manages to have her eyelash strips on.
Listen, I would too.
Yeah.
I would too. I wish I cared more about that because I shouldn't be outside without them on. I wish I had mine on. The women's are playing for the final, the hockey against Canada, Marley predicted. That's happening this Thursday at midday. And then we still have, the bobsled, the freestyle skiing, and some other things happening. And of course, the men's hockey is still going on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the 41 or 42-year-old woman who won the luge and became the oldest Olympian to win a gold medal. And she's been in 4 Olympics. I can't remember if it's the monobob.
Is that the one you go down? No, the skeleton is head first. I don't.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
Understand
some kind of a. Anyway, she was very excited, and that was kind of a moving thing to watch. And I did not. Of course, there's only one theater on this island, movie theater. So I did not see Wuthering Heights, but I have an eyewitness report because the internet was very divided this weekend over Wuthering Heights. Anne Hathaway just posted a thing saying, I was not prepared for this. And then lots of fire emojis. And the back and forth on Wuthering Heights, starring Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi, is it a gothic spectacle and is it literary scandalism? Because it's not following the book along.
Who cares?
At all.
The book was written 200 years ago or whatever, 150.
Here's what my friend Tom said about it. I saw Wuthering Heights. Take my opinion with a grain of salt. I never read the book. I had no clue what the story was supposed to be, but I really liked it. It was funny and sad and sexy.
Okay.
Really, what else can you ask for?
I'd say if that sounds like an entertaining movie to me.
Yeah, it's a horny thing. And the book is about terrible, beautiful people tormenting each other. So, and Jacob Elordi is so hot. And there is a little bit something like, oh, they're whitewashing him because Heathcliff is like from a Caribbean country or something in the book. And he's raised as a foundling by Catherine's family. That's what they called orphans back in the day.
Foundlings?
Foundlings.
Oh, gosh, that's a good word. Thank you.
And then my brother saw Crime 101 with Halle Berry and Chris Hemsworth. He said, and Wuthering Heights, by the way, the critics like it 63%. The audience likes it 85%.
Oh, well, sometimes I like to go more on the audience than the critics.
Exactly. So my brother said about Crime 101, so great, so good, start to finish. The cast is perfect. It's filmed in LA, so it's very stylish and cool. No boring parts. Haven't seen a matinee so packed in ages.
Okay, that makes me happy.
Mark Ruffalo
yep.
is the detective. Chris Hemsworth is the thief who's going to pull off one last job, and I'm not sure what Halle Berry's part. She might be a love interest to Chris Hemsworth, but
she's
anyway,
also she's a thief too.
She's a thief too.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, there's 2 movies for people to see as a date or whatever.
Lori, look at you. All right, so I have to tell you. Let's see. I'm doing like boring projects during the day yesterday and today because I'm just trying to get stuff done didn't want to do at home. And I brought all my crap to do boring, like taxes and stuff like that. Really icky stuff.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what does that even mean?
Icky stuff. So I'm looking for something new to listen to. And I come across a podcast hosted.
Called Lori and Julia Still Loud?
I did. I listened to us. We've already been there and done that. But thank you for putting a shameless plug in the middle of our podcast for us. Thanks for listening, everybody. Okay, so I came across a podcast, and it was Ted Danson from Cheers, who's 78 years old, by the way, and Woody Harrelson and Ted Danson, and they were together on Cheers because Woody was the milk boy or whatever he did, the bar back. What was
the bartender?
The bartender. Oh, yeah. Here's me, the milkmaid.
Maybe he started as a bar back when the other old bartender was on there.
And they were interviewing Matthew McConaughey. And Matthew McConaughey has that book about poems and...
Green Light?
No, Green Light was his first one,
book.
which is so good. This is a new one. It's about poems and something else. Anyway, you could just listen to his voice forever because he's got one of those voices. And he has... his memory must just be so good because he can remember everything. So Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey are very good friends. They both live in Texas. They've been friends forever. Apparently,
they were brilliant and True Detective.
Yes, they were. And apparently they're bike riders, or Woody Harrelson is a huge bike rider. So I'm 2 minutes in. I'm making dinner last night. And all of a sudden, I hear them talking and telling Ted Danson about their trip to Vietnam. You know, it was Woody, myself, Buettner, and our friend Matt. And I'm like, Danny Buettner, our Blue Zone guy, our Twin City Reader man, our Minnesota man, Dolly's son from the State Fair, is going biking with these guys in Vietnam. And I just thought...
Because he's already done it.
He's already been around the world 17 times with everybody. I mean, what a life he carved out for himself. I was just so... Wow. I just thought, wow, Danny, that's just so much fun. It was so fun to hear his name drop like that.
Yeah.
And then they're telling...
He's not a name dropper.
Ever. No, he's just such a cool guy. And I hear...
He could be a name dropper.
He could,
big time.
And he's the man who discovered the Blue Zones. And I hear it on different podcasts or on different news stories about how to live long, longevity experts, everything. They all talk about the Blue Zones. I don't know that he always gets credit for it, but I mean, his amazing things he did with National Geography way back when, being able to do
or
that.
Geographic,
whatever I called it. You know, there's a lot of geology majors out here. That's how the people first came to. I've interviewed people on the chairlift. This is how they come to Montana. But anyway, I just thought that was cool. And then they're telling this story about when they're in Vietnam, and we just went out for a quick one, after, and we don't really, Woody's out and he's, lit one up. And he doesn't come home forever. And then Woody's telling about getting into an Uber in Vietnam, and he has no idea where he's going. And the guy took him forever to translate. And finally, the guy just said, "You have to get out of my car. I don't know where it is." It was just it was a very funny story, but just about, I just loved hearing Danny Buettner's in that.
Yeah.
In that same sentence. It just made me happy.
Speaking of Vietnam, I mean, one of the most iconic movies that we've seen about Vietnam, Apocalypse Now, and Robert Duvall died this week he just turned 95, so talk about a great life. But I was just thinking about what a career he had. The whole time I was on the Mekong River in Vietnam, I kept having that song, the Song of the Valkyries, that scene where Robert Duvall and the napalm, and he's got that hat on, and how wonderful he was in Lonesome Dove and Tender Mercies and The Godfather. And then I was like, we met him at Craig's and then saw him on the red carpet for the Screen Actor Guild when he was nominated. I don't know for what movie it was. I mean, maybe The Apostle.
Yes, with Tom Ford. Was that with, what was The Apostle?
The Apostle
But Lori, I love how we met him. And now I'm just going to use this in loose terms. We said hi.
Okay,
Did we wave to
him?
Okay.
We met him and he remembered us.
He did.
Because he was old school and he stopped and talked to every single entertainment outlet on the red carpet. I just can't remember what movie it was in. I can't remember, but then he came by, he said hi to us, and he was married 4 times, but married to his last wife since 2005. And he's just had such an incredible career. And of course, his movie debut is playing Boo Radley in To Kill a Mockingbird. And I remember reading a story once about, because he's kind of older for an actor, he was already losing his hair. Mm-hmm. And
that can happen very young, Lori.
Yes, I know. But to prepare for the role of Boo Radley, of course, Gregory Peck plays Atticus, and he stayed out of the sun for 6 weeks and dyed his hair white blonde so that he could kind of be this kid that was always, remember Boo Radley? You're like, he's creepy, lives in this house, what. So anyway, but that was his first role.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then Lonesome Dove, don't you remember that miniseries?
I've got a friend who's reading it now.
Oh, that book was
never read that book. I remember the made-for-TV Lonesome Dove thing.
Diane Lane.
I have someone who's reading. I think it's my friend Martha, I feel like, is reading that.
Larry McMurtry. It's a wonderful, epic saga romance. It is. If you loved the miniseries, the book is even better.
Oh. I'm trying to decide what book to listen to drive home because I need to be entertained. And remarkably Dark Creatures, the octopus one, keeps coming up.
Oh.
Did you ever read that?
Remarkably Smart Creatures. I'm on the list to get that book, but I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about it forever, and people just say the Audible on that is amazing. So I think I might do that.
Those recommendations.
I know it. But I think Lonesome Dove would be. I'm thinking of the Thornbirds. I'm thinking of the Thornbirds, but Lonesome Dove would probably be available.
Yes, it would. Larry McMurtry is the author.
Okay, now we have to thank some sponsors, Laura. Let's thank Borton Overseas, shall we?
Let's do it. I love a group travel. I love a group trip, and our Scandinavia will be here before we know it, May 4th to the 11th. But there's still time for you last minute people. We do still have 2
We do? All right.
rooms.
I haven't talked to... Okay,
Unless
good to
something happened over the
Yeah.
weekend. But you can always ask because Borton goes to so many wonderful destinations. Maybe that's not on your bucket list. Maybe you want to do a Southeast Asia trip or go to
African
Africa
safari.
or go to...
So many people are just, I've heard that a lot lately, Lori.
That's the dream trip. That's the best trip I've taken in my life.
And that just blows me away. Because that's the one I really don't want to take, but everyone says the same thing, including
amazing.
Kim from Borton says it's just amazing. And they can go customize a trip for you. I was talking to a friend this morning who wants to go to Vietnam next year. You know, I don't know if that's really top of their destination list, but I was like, you know, talking about someone doing the trip for you. And she goes, I refuse to do the work anymore. I want someone to set it all up for me because they're the experts. They know what to do. And the luxury of that, you pay a little extra for, but it's so worth it. And so anyway,
really
please visit BortonOverseas.com. Find out, you know, maybe there's another journey that you want to go on with another personality that fits your timing, fits your destination, whatever it is. They're glorious to work with. They've been in the travel business over 100 years, and you have to be doing something right to make that happen. We absolutely love them. And also, you know, Minneapolis Plastic Surgery. My friend is going in for the eye consult with Dr. Jarvis, and he gives free consultations. You know, you can go in, ask the conversations, but by and large, most of us are going to get our eyelids done. It's just what happens. They just sag, and at some point, you just want to see again. And why not
and
have
men and women both do the
100%
eyelid, surgery.
Yep, 100%.
He is so good. You're going to one of the best plastic surgeons in the country, board certified. And absolutely, if you're not sure what to ask, don't worry, because he's going to ask you stuff and answer those. You probably don't even know all the things you want to ask. So he is well versed in being able to just point blank ask you what it is that's bothering you about your appearance that you would like to correct.
And
voila.
And voila, you will love it. Minneapolis Plastic Surgery, they're located in Golden Valley. Call them today for your free consultation and ask for Dr. Jarvis and tell them Lori and Julia sent you. And finally, one of the things out here in Montana is the sun. I don't know. Well, we're up so much higher. That's why it's so much brighter here. It feels more like your eyes are affected. Polarized lenses. Man, my sister said she had a pair of glasses without the glare, the non-glare thing. I'm like, why would you do that to yourself?
Why would you do that?
I want everything on my lenses to take care of my eyes because this is when, boy, we need them. Silly me for saying that. Just, news alert. I've just gotten so wise out here.
Such a great selection of eyewear that they sell. The opticians are really great. You can get an eye exam there at whatever location works for you. But the selection that they have and the fact that if you're in like an eyeglass rut and you always buy kind of the same looks or you've never really spent any money on eyeglasses, they've got absolute jewels for your face and it'll be worth every penny because you will be dazzled.
My sisters were jealous because I probably bought 3 different pair of just eyeglasses and a couple different pair of sunglasses. And they're like, you always have the cutest stuff. And I said, and I'm like, well, this is old. This pair is really old. They're like, well, it's just, it always works. It's so fashionable. And I'm like, we are lucky to have Envision. And they're located in the Galleria in the North Loop. They're in Minnetonka as well as on Grand and Victoria and St. Paul. And they just know what they're doing. It's so great. So thank you, everyone, for paying attention to our sponsors and visiting them and doing business with them if you can. And I have to tell you the crave out here, Lori, the food craving for everybody out here.
What is it?
Have you ever heard of, now I had it all queued up, but my other sister's calling me and she keeps asking me, what time are you coming over? I'm like, I'm working. Leave me alone.
Right. I'm potting right now.
I said, I'm working. And now what time? Anyway, it's nice to be wanted. They're called jackfruit. Okay. Have you ever heard of a jackfruit in the first place?
Yes, I have.
What does it look like? Use it in a sentence.
Okay, I feel like a jackfruit is something that I saw in Vietnam and Cambodia, possibly here in Hawaii. It's a tropical thing. Julia, I don't like fruit that leaves flesh between my teeth.
This
I give
isn't
you
a fruit.
The papaya.
It's a chip. They're at Costco. But I'm just going to tell.
But before it's a chip, it's a big, huge plant that grows in Here, I'm showing you a picture on the pod.
I have.
Okay.
I have it too. You're holding the camera too low. I can only see the top of it. Anyway,
it's huge. I got a free one in Costco last week, and I just told Casey, put it in the compost for the pig. I hate a jackfruit.
Okay, I've never eaten the fruit. I'm eating the chip.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, God. Anyway, the jackfruit chips
nothing tastes good dried.
Okay.
Sorry.
In your opinion, I like dried apples. I like dried stuff. But this is really good. It's called a jackfruit chip. It's at Costco. I like crunchy.
You make yourself eat things that resemble wood chips. And I always wonder why you just don't eat the apple.
I love an apple.
Or eat the jackfruit.
Lori, late at night, it's more satisfying to eat a chippy thing than it is to eat an apple. That's
true.
It's a
and these jackfruit, they're 50 pounds. They're huge.
Well, no wonder why they're making them. They're 2 for $1 at Costco if anyone wants a good deal right now, because they're usually like really expensive. Anyway, that's the food rage out here.
Okay, well, good for the Bozeman people. It's been the food rage in the tropical climates for many, many years. People are like, behold, look at that gigantic fruit coming off that tree.
So is it kind of like a papaya apple? It feels like it'd be a mix. They're really
huge,
big.
Julia.
Okay.
Yeah, they are shaped like an avocado. If an avocado was like overeating, the whole time it was growing, they just become gigantic. They look like big bull balls, is what they look like.
Only that your bulls. Would you have balls that big, Lori?
I just went by a cattle ranch today earlier in the day.
I'm by them out here.
Take a look at the bull's balls.
No,
they're gigantic.
I looked at the alpaca. Oh my gosh.
Oh, those are nothing.
No, I know they're
red potatoes.
So I had. You're so funny. Okay, so what do you have on the docket for the rest of the week? So the bro is going back to Minnesota. Tell me.
Yeah, your brother is leaving. There's some TV that's happening.
Oh, tell me.
On Thursday of this week, the 19th, we have 2 shows. One show, I think you watch both of these shows. The 3rd season of The Night Agent is back on Netflix.
Yep.
That returns. And then Paradise, season 2 with Sterling K. Brown is going to be on starting Thursday, the 19th of February on Hulu. But it was so popular on Hulu that about 6 months after it aired, remember ABC aired Paradise?
Yes.
And that's how a lot of other people trying to get people to come to Hulu. But those are 2 great shows. And of course, The Night Agent, you'll be able to binge because it's Netflix. They drop them all. I love that kid. If you like Reacher, The Night Agent, I think
love
is
that
for you.
Show.
And then the show that I read the book, but I haven't seen the series yet. It's called 56 Days. It's on Prime, and Catherine Howard wrote the book. She's a good suspense writer. She also wrote a book called Trapped that's going to be coming to a TV series. She's very twisty. And this is a book where this hot, beautiful couple, 56 days into their romance, a dead body is found in the guy's apartment.
Ooh.
And he's immediately suspected. I think it's like a 6-episode thing, but the book was really, really good. So hopefully this series on Prime, 56 Days, is good, and it's The Number. And then the last show is Vanished, the Kaylee Cuoco and Sam Claflin.
But you have to have MGM Plus.
Or Prime. You can also watch it on Prime.
Oh, you can? Okay, because that one looks so good to me.
Sam Claflin, who of course was in Daisy Jones and the Six, Callie Cuoco, and this is only a 4-part series. And I think it's based maybe on a podcast. There was also a movie like this, but she's in vacation. She's on a vacation in France, and her boyfriend disappears.
I feel like I read this book. And then you
You
find
might have.
out
That's-
all about him. I feel like I read this book last year.
She didn't know him at all.
No, right. 100%.
Yeah. So those are just kind of my TV picks if people are wanting to, watch a new show or just I'm keeping an eye on TV things for everybody.
Okay, I want to tell you something. So you, last time we talked, told us about the TV show Unfamiliar, and I thought I watched it on Netflix. Yes. Oh my gosh, people. That was obsessive.
Isn't that a good show?
It's beyond. It's so good.
Yeah.
Loved it. Then my little sister and I got caught up on the new season of Bridgerton, and I'm talking to my old sister about it. Come watch it. And she's, I don't like romantic love stories, just like you. Just like you. She goes, I like shoot 'em up detective things. I like everything Lori sends me. And I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like to go both ways, but I understand.
Yes.
So she's just like, Lori's books, she always knows. She always knows what to read and watch.
I
thought it was very funny because the Bridgerton is very clever. And I went back and watched. Did she like it?
My mom loved this last season, and
We're waiting.
She couldn't wait for. I think it comes out next week,
the 28th or something. Yeah.
Yeah, next week.
But I went back and watched the season about Queen Charlotte just to remind myself. That was
third.
Yes, it was so good. Anyway, all right, we do have a lot of TV things. What else do you know?
So
what are the fashions?
That was well, I don't have any fashion news, but there are a boatload of biopics coming, Julia. The success of the biopics, Hollywood is interested. Here are 4 different biopics that have been green lit with some casting. So the first one is we are going to get a Joni Mitchell biopic.
Can't wait.
With Meryl Streep playing Joni older and Anya Taylor-Joy playing the younger Joni.
Perfect casting.
And it has Joni's blessing.
Love it. Love it. Mm-hmm.
Michael Douglas is having a memoir come out in October. Just FYI, if you're a Michael Douglas fan, he's got stories for days.
And he remembers them. Mm-hmm.
He remembers
He's a great
them,
storyteller.
And remember, he went to sexual
rehab for Diana.
Yeah, rehab. Yeah,
he did.
And he was open and honest about why he had throat cancer because he was so
HPV.
good at going downtown.
The HPV virus. Yep.
Yeah, but he said that's how I
Lori,
got it.
Lori, I got it the first time, but I love that you have to reiterate in case you think that I don't understand the full implication about oral sex. But go on. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
You said it twice.
I know. I just want to I love when people are open and honest about stuff. There's going to be a Nat King Cole biopic starring the glorious Coleman Domingo.
Oh, I love that.
And I don't have any other details except that it's happening. The Lance Armstrong biopic that we're not asking for, but maybe we will want to see it because he does have quite a story going from the top, top to cheater, everything else. Guess who's going to play Lance Armstrong?
Timothy Chalamet?
No.
Jacob Elordi.
We need a blonde.
I'm trying to think of, Glenn
Powell, that's a good guess, but
Thank you. All right, who is it?
Austin Butler.
Oh.
Austin Butler is going to play him because with the right hair, if you look at young Lance Armstrong, he was hot.
And he married a gal from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was such a liar.
That's happening. And then the Mama Cass biopic. When are we ever going to get, the other one? Who's Our Lady? Peace My Heart. Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
When are we getting that? But Mama Cass biopic has been greenlit. And the gal who was in Baby Reindeer, Jessica Gunning, is going to play Mama Cass.
All right.
And, she was the scene, her house was the headquarters of the scene in Laurel Canyon. The Joni biopic could overlap with Mama Cass. They met each other in Laurel Canyon. Because, of course, I think Joni Mitchell lives with Graham Nash in that period of time, and he wrote that song, Our House, when they lived together.
It's a very, very bad house.
Mm-hmm. So that's all happening, and Sofia Coppola wants to do a Sharon Tate biopic.
I don't know.
starring Margot Robbie, who played Sharon Tate in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I don't know about that one.
Is that the, yeah.
I don't know.
Wondering, in the scheme of all those biopics, Sharon Tate, Mama Cass, Nat King Cole, Lance Armstrong, and Joni Mitchell, which one you'd throw out?
Joni Mitchell, number one.
Okay.
I'd throw out Sharon Tate totally. I kind of am curious, though, about Lance Armstrong because, boy, that man's been humbled. And he started big Live Strong, his charity. He lied so much. There's good, boy, to have a lie that long. Remember? And he was with Sheryl Crow. That one I think would be interesting. And I think Michael Douglas would be interesting because he's lived such a life and grew up in L.A.
To read his memoir. Yeah. I would totally want to read this book because he's got incredible stories.
He's been around.
You said, he's a Hollywood kid too.
Yeah, and Mama Cass has got to, I mean, they all sound good, Lori, but if I was just going to pick, Joni Mitchell, number one for sure.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like she had a life. Now, what I'm going to pick now is to say au revoir.
Oh, is it already time to say goodbye?
It is.
Goodbye.
So long, farewell.
Very good.
Okay, so we'll chat soon. I just want to thank everyone. Really, it is our privilege that you listen to us. And we're not taking that lightly, and we mean it seriously. And if you like us and want to share reviews, we'd love it. And if you want to share us with other people, better yet, support our sponsors, wonderful. And remember, we are Low J. And we are still loud, and we'll be chatting with you soon. Hope everyone has a great day.